A good woman is beneficial in many ways. They can even be the drive for your success. Because as a man, if you have a good woman, you're willing to change for the better in order to keep her. Talking about going to church on Sundays and all that, just to try and ensure that you changed. But then you have those women that you need to keep at a 10-foot reach at all times. You know what I'm talking about, those women who take your life force. They come in many forms when you least expect it. So for those type of women, today I bring you 5 types of women you should avoid. Let me know if I missed any, I might do a part 2. But let me get straight to it. Number 1, the thought, the Jezebel, the hoe. There's many names for this girl, but I'm not trying to get this video flagged. Let me tell you about the thoughts. They can be a pain in the ass because they choose to go around breaking hearts. But in all honesty, the world needs the hoes. You know those women who men have a lot of fun with? The ones who are meant for a good time, not a long time. Meaning you shouldn't be wifing these type of girls. On a side note, they do be some of the most chill girls to hang around as friends. But I genuinely don't think you could turn a hoe into a housewife. Because a girl's past matters. There ain't no woman on God's green earth who could look me dead in my eye with a straight face and tell me that she has a body count with a 2-digit number, let alone 3-digit number, and think that I'm gonna make her the mother of my children. Stop it. Another thing, no one likes a girl who's a hoe who swears up and down that she ain't a hoe. The first stage of grief is denial. We saw the video of them niggas running a Thomas the Choo Choo train on your ass. Fess up, but it ain't just body count, it's also how she carries herself, meaning how you dress and how you act. I was raised in a household where class was mandatory. My mom would have beat my ass if she saw me dare sagging my pants. So what makes women think that their mothers want to see them with their ass out at a party while twerking on another dude who's at a party where the flyer is titled, "Shake that ass for MLK, twerk for freedom. MLK Day weekend." Bro, when I saw that flyer, that hoe made me want to contact Dr. Umar to give whoever made that hoe 10,000 lashes for that BS. We will not be disrespecting my Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. But let's get back on topic. Basically, to sum it up, don't be loving these hoes who be out on the streets. Number 2, insecure girls. I know some of y'all gonna look at me like, Dab, I don't think it's a red flag if a girl is simply just insecure. But being with a girl with low confidence and low self-esteem will really annoy you real quick. Because a lot of times she ends up just being a girl who needs constant validation. But I'll get on that later. Even dealing with a girl who has a lot of insecurities could really freaking be super exhausting. I remember back when I had a female roommate. It was her 21st birthday weekend, and she wanted to go out to the bars and get lit. And because I don't drink, she asked me to be her designated driver, basically Ubering her around. We ended up running a little late because she didn't like how her body looked in all of the 7 outfits that she picked out, specifically for that day. She's in my room asking me, a nigga with no good fashion, how this looks. She talking about, does this one make me look fat? Yes it does. Now hurry up. She talking about some, oh my goodness, you're just supposed to say no. She finally made her mind up on what to wear and started putting stuff in her purse. So I'll end up going to my closet, get my shoes out and start putting them hoes on. As soon as I slipped that second shoe on my foot, tell me why this woman had the audacity to swing my door open and say, hey bitch, hurry your ass up, we're running late. Like she just didn't take 2 to 5 business days getting ready. Basically, when women are insecure, it can be an inconvenience, but it can also make them feel less than to the point to where they're on social media, seeing other girls with fat asses and junk like that, and then they turn around and end up getting a BBL. And before all the women start barking, Dad, I got my BBL for me and myself alone. I don't need validation from anyone. To the women who say that, I'm not talking to you. If you only got your ass done just for you and no one else, then fine, that's cool. But to the women who are insecure about their pancake booty, for one, there's natural ways to get a bigger butt. And 2, depending on who you are, most people aren't really gonna care for that. Like most dudes you wanna get in a relationship with, they're not gonna be like, oh, no. No, they're gonna date you for you. Moral of the story, if a woman is willing to go to those lengths because of insecurities, then what else is she willing to do because she's insecure? Number 3, the toxic girl. As a man, I don't think it's in your favor to endorse toxic behavior from a woman that you're dealing with. A toxic woman will drive you up the wall intentionally. You be having a good normal day, and in her mind, all she says is, I haven't started an argument yet. So she brings up her ex and compares them to you. Like a decent amount of women just love to argue. Like I've come to the conclusion that you just gotta be like, you know what, you're right, when an argument's starting to brew up. But for some reason, if you don't wanna argue, then women say, see, this is the problem, you don't actually care. But when you go back and forth 3 times, especially when you made a valid point or rebuttal, then women call you sassy. Like, damn, a nigga can't just chill. Your girl go over to the sink and all you hear is her yelling, babe, why do you keep leaving dishes in the sink? I'm sick of telling you to clean up after yourself. You go over to the sink, it's 1 silver spoon in that hoe. You grab that hoe and put it in the dishwasher. problem solved. Another thing that toxic women do is go back to their toxic ex. You know, the nigga that cheated on her, maybe even put hands on her? Yeah, that guy. If a girl goes back to any of those niggas, then you need to run the other direction. Because if that dude comes back in her life, then she gonna do everything in her power just to sneak away with him, just to be toxic along with him. And when you look at it from that standpoint, that's why you shouldn't get with a girl like that, because she loves the drama. And if that drama ain't you, then she gonna look for it elsewhere. Number 4, the sneaky girl. There ain't too many things worse on earth than a girl who sneaks around. A girl who turns her location off and then swears that her phone died. Like we ain't all on our phones damn near 24/7. A sneaky broad will do anything to cover up her tracks, whether it's deleting messages or saving another man's number under some junk like Little Caesar's Pizza. I remember one time I was at the Jacksonville City Fair with this one girl, and I see my boy's girl there with a whole nother dude. I immediately start sneak snapping pictures for concrete evidence, just so I don't look like a hater to my boy when I tell him later. The girl I'm with keeps looking at me trying to see what I'm doing. I had to apologize to her and tell her that was my boy's girl. He was out of town and she was roaming the streets like a city cop. I saw the dude that she was with going to the bathroom, and based off what I saw him eating, I knew I had at least a solid 5 to 10 minutes. She knew she was dead wrong, because all I did was walk over to her and said, well, and she talking about some, no wait, please don't tell him. I'm like, it's too late, I already got photo evidence. She gonna say something, I'll let you in if you keep quiet. Me not being an L-Mans, I passed on that opportunity. But I told her that the shorty I'm with wanna go to Chick-fil-A after this. And we all know Chick-fil-A ain't super cheap. So I told her to slide me a quick 40. And then you can call me John after that, cause I ain't seen a thing. She said deal and I walked away. By the time I got back to the girl I was with, I get the Cash App noti. Anyways, they ended up breaking up a week later anyway, cause he caught her ass cheating. I ate good though that night, I ain't gonna lie. Number 5, the attention seeker. This is probably the most common type of woman on this list. This most likely is a girl who is suffering from the physical or emotional absence of her father. Because believe it or not, a lot of women aren't raised up to know what type of attention they should seek from men. So they come to this conclusion that any attention is good attention, whether it's how they dress or how they carry themselves. These women are basically bundled in with the first 4 girls I was talking about on this list. It's not always at an extreme, like it does come at levels. Like for example, a girl could reject you in a cold way, but then could be pressed when she sees you talking to another girl and that girl's showing interest. Or when girls hate on each other in general, when that girl's getting attention that the other girl wants. Because in reality, women only like women who aren't seen as competition. Any girl who looks like they can take another girl's man is seen as a rival. So yes, a woman's Instagram comments usually are cap, and then you have women who get plastic surgery done just to gain a following. And yes, that excludes the women who got their BBL done only for them. Oh, I got it for myself. No, I'm not talking to y'all, so leave me alone. But basically, it's dangerous to be with a woman who strongly wants attention. Because in certain circumstances, if you fail to give her the attention that she does want, she will go outside of the relationship to get that. And you don't need that type of relationship in your life. But believe it or not, there are women out there in all walks of life who aren't attention seekers. You just gotta know where they are. You know, maybe like the library, church, something in that ballpark. Thank y'all for watching the video. I appreciate y'all for coming through again. For those who keep spinning around, coming back to watch my vids. I'm enjoying this type of content I'm making. I'm most likely gonna continue it. So yeah, if you want to see more, just like up. Follow me on IG if you want. I don't think I have my IG anywhere. I might put it down below. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Twitch. Might start going live again soon. Want to post more on TikTok as well. But yeah, I ain't got much to say. I don't do super long outros. So, yo, deuce.